I realized I may be getting a migraine. Please, God. It just hurts. It hurts. Yeah, I don't feel good, guys. I feel really, really bad. And normally I'm okay. Normally I can handle it. Yeah, so I do have a migraine. Today's just bad. Today's just bad. Good morning. It's the after con. I'm not nearly as sore as I thought I would be. I am actually pretty okay. I've been up since like 5. And just kind of been flopping around the bed for a while because I didn't want to get up. But I'm gonna get up. It is Easter Monday, so most places are shut, but I am fucking banking on the 24-hour Centra being open. Because I need a couple of things from the shops. So I'm banking on that 24-hour Centra being open. I'm praying to God they're open. And hopefully I will be able to make bread today. Because I'm running out of bread because I gave everyone so much bread. So I'm gonna need to make some more. Oh, I'm tired. Jesus Christ. What the fuck? But yeah. After that, if I can go to the shops and get all that sorted, then I'm gonna just video edit all day today. I might not film a lot today, just because it's gonna be boring as hell. I'm just gonna be in video editing hell. Because video editing, photo editing, like, I'm just gonna be in editing hell. Like, I've just got so much content. I always have so much content after a con. And I'm so behind on posting photos. I have like 5 sets from various cons that I have yet to post. I'm so behind. I'm so behind, guys. And I have a bunch of sets that I have only posted like once. And I'm like, bitch, I got so much shit. I got so much shit I can post. I got so much shit. Ah. So that's fun. Oh, I need to ask Kira about that set from last IGM. Because I think Kira has a set of photos from last IGM for me. I think, yeah. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna have to chase up photos. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. I'm so sleepy, guys. This is terrible. What the fuck is happening? I'm so, like, sleepy still. Con week. The day after con is terrible, though, in general. It's just, like, I'm always so tired. I'm always so tired. God, when I have to, like, go to work or something the day after con, it makes me want to kill myself. When I did VNCon last year, oh my god. I was working at the time. I had a full-time internship, 9 to 5. Oh my fucking god, it was miserable. We got in at like ass o'clock in the morning. I got in at ass o'clock in the morning, went home, went to sleep. I got so little sleep because of the con. In general, went home, went to sleep. I had to go to work in the morning. I wanted to die. It was the worst. It's the worst. But yeah, today is an editing hell day. I'm gonna just edit a ton of shit. It's gonna be fine. It'll be fucking fine. Ugh. Editing hell. But I'll get the vlog edited, and then I'll probably edit photos. And then I'll start editing other stuff. I'll probably take a Pokemon break in the middle there. Once the vlog is edited, I'll probably take a Pokemon break. Because I fucking love Pokemon Violet. I think all the Pokemon stuff at IGF made me go, oh, fuck, I really like Pokemon. I forgot how much I like Pokemon. God, I'm yawning so much, like squeezing tears out of my eyes. That's the thing my dad does. That's the thing I got from my dad, because he cries when he yawns. Oh my god. I don't normally do it unless I'm yawning really hard. I am a little worried, though, because I've just started yawning so much, that I am going to get a migraine. But I can't tell if this is me being tired or if this is, like, I'm gonna get a migraine in 24 hours. I can't tell. I can't tell. Um, so I'll have to see if the excessive yawning keeps going after I have a cup of coffee, or a Red Bull. Because if it keeps going after I've had some caffeine, then it's probably going to be a migraine tomorrow, which, yay. I am so fucking sniffly. Oh my god. Ugh. I need to take my meds. And I'm on the highest strength prescription antihistamine possible. And I take that in the evenings because I get dermatographia, which I won't have right now because well, you can see it a little bit here on my chest here. You can see where I've itched my chest and it's burst into like hives and stuff here. Yeah, that's dermatographia. I'm basically like I have a allergic skin reaction to like my own touch. So you're gonna see my neck here gonna just start turning red. Yeah, do you see that? Do you see that? That's called dermatographia, right? It's a histamine response. In order to avoid having dermatographia that becomes violently itchy, to the point of compulsive scratching, I take the strongest level of antihistamine that is possible to be prescribed. And I'm having to take more because my allergies are so bad, like my hay fever is so bad, because there is a tree out there. Do you see that pink tree out there? Right there? That's a plum tree. Those are flowers. Those are plum tree flowers. It's beautiful. It's fucking beautiful. However, it does mean that I can't breathe because I'm allergic to every single type of pollen on the face of the planet. Except for one, buffalo grass, which is a weed. So it is not grown anywhere. So I am just... Every spring is allergy hell. And I end up on like 3 different allergy medications. Different antihistamines that target different like histamine like response pathways. Because I cannot survive without it. I'm so glad that I don't get like the itchy eye symptoms of allergies because I had an archery coach who had such bad allergies and his reaction was all like up here, like itchy eyes, scratching at his eyes, that he would get blisters under his eyelids and he had to have allergy shots for it. Like to completely shut down his histamine system. I'm so glad that I don't get like itchy eyes or anything when it comes to my like allergies. I just can't breathe. I just can't breathe. So that's fine. But yeah. Oh, I'm gonna have to take my meds. But I'll take my meds. I'll go to the 24-hour Centra. Please, God, let the 24-hour Centra be open. It's the 24-hour Centra. It better be fucking open. Get the stuff I need. Hopefully make some bread today. Edit my vlog from last week so I can post it today. Edit some photos maybe? That would be nice. I'd like to edit photos. So yeah. Hopefully by this afternoon I'll have the video up. That would be nice. And hopefully it won't be 4.5 hours long. Oh my god, I'm so scared. I'm so scared. I don't have as much B-roll from last week, so we're gonna figure out, like, I feel like this one's gonna be a lot shorter, and then this week will be somewhere in the middle, because I'll probably figure out, like, how much B-roll can I include without it being too much, or is just by virtue of filming, like, 10 minutes of me talking every day, give or take, gonna just make it be 4 hours anyway, so... I think we'll figure it out. Because I have a bunch of behind the scenes footage from my photo shoot that I want to use. From my Cave photo shoot that I want to use in the vlog. Because Tristan took a bunch of video for me. So that's going to be very fun. I'm very excited about that. Why is my piercing itchy? What the fuck? Okay. That is long healed. Why are you itchy? It's my helix. It's my first piercing I ever got. My first cartilage piercing I ever got. It was my mom's idea. She was like, would you ever get a cartilage piercing? And I was like, yeah, I'd like to get one someday. She was like, what about tomorrow? What about tomorrow? And I was like, what? Huh? huh? And she was like, yeah, we'll get cartilage piercings tomorrow. I was like, what the fuck? The place we ended up going didn't have an appointment the next day, but they had one the day after. She was like, okay, we'll do it in 2 days. We'll do it in 2 days. And I'm like, what the fuck, woman? Yeah, she has more piercings than I do. Crazy lady. She has 3 lobes. I have 2. She has 3 lobes. I have 2 on both sides. She has helix. Actually, no, I have more than her now. Well, yeah, I have more than her now, but she's gonna get 2 of them re-pierced. So she has a helix here, right? Or hers is a little higher up. Hers is up here at this notch. And then she got one right above it and right below it, but getting 2 so close together, they didn't heal very well. So she's gonna get them re-pierced because she really liked how they looked, but she's gonna get them re-pierced like each, one at a time. She has a conch here. I have the forward helix here. I have a forward helix. I can't see if I'm actually showing it. But I have a forward helix right here. Right. And then I have a flat on this side. I want more piercings. I want to see if I have the anatomy for a tragus. I want to see if I have the anatomy for tragus. I don't know if I do, because I have a very small, like, little nub here. But I hope I do, because I would like a tragus. I think they're cute. But yeah, all of my jewelry is rose gold and opal. Yeah. All of it is rose gold and opal. I might, yeah, I would love to get a piercing, like, here. That'd be cute as well. I don't know. I like piercings. They're fun. But yeah. Every once in a while, my parents come into Dublin and we're like, is it time for for me to get a new piercing? Also, this is what that dermatographia looks like as well. Look at that. Oh, this is why I take the high, like, prescription antihistamines. But yeah, and it itches. But every time my parents come into town, we're all like, do I get a new piercing? Do I get a new piercing? So that's always fun. I almost always have one of my parents with me when I get a new piercing. Oh, yeah. Ugh. I'm gonna get around. Well, I'm not really gonna get around. I'm gonna still be in comfies. Because I'm gonna be in the house mostly, but I'm gonna get around enough that I can go to Sentra. Which just means I'm putting on a different t-shirt and putting on a bra. But, like, but I'll get around for Sentra, go to Sentra, and I'll come back to you guys after when I'm about to start editing. Or if I start making bread, because I have to check my starter and see if it's actually, like, yet. It wasn't at 6 a.m. It had started. I could smell that it had started, but I might wait until noon for that. Because I think it might have needed, like, that 6 more hours. Because I fed it at, like, 9:30, 10 o'clock? Can't remember. Like 9 or 10 o'clock. So, yeah. Yeah, it just might need a little bit more time. So, I'll check it again. But, yeah, it usually needs, like, 12 to 15 hours. Because my starter is pretty slow. So, yeah. But I'm going to try something different with the bread today. I'm going to, the Kitchen Shift on Instagram, I follow her. She's super cool. She's from Waterford. She's an Irish chef. She's been living in Canada for ages, but she's an Irish chef, and she, like, her cooking's phenomenal. Like, she does, like, a lot of family cooking and stuff like that, but also, she's a chef, so she knows how this stuff works and all that kind of stuff. But she's, like, currently, like, working on making sourdough and, like, learning how to make sourdough and stuff. And her most recent bread, she replaced the water with milk and added butter. I'm not going to add butter. I'm just going to do milk. Because I don't know. I think it'll be interesting. I think it'll be interesting to see how that changes the texture. with the added sugar from the milk, you know, from the sugars from the milk and the added protein from the milk, and see how that changes it changes everything. Yeah, and I might make it a rye loaf. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out when I get there. But yeah, because I gave so many people bread this weekend, so I have like no bread left. And it was kind of the only thing I could stomach in the evenings after con, because I like so much activity. You'd think it would make me starving. It doesn't. It makes me like not want to eat. So it was the only thing I could stomach it. So, but it did mean I got to try. I got to eat bread with butter and homemade jam again. Oh, because I have homemade jam in the fridge. I have marmalade, lemon and lime marmalade. And I have cranberry jam from Thanksgiving, actually. It's cranberry sauce, but cranberry sauce is just cranberry jam. So I have that in the fridge, and shit's good. Shit's good. Yeah, so that'll be something. I'm just tired, guys. I just fucking crashed. Today's gonna be lazy. I'm not doing shit. But I'm gonna get around, go to Centra, and I'll get back to you guys with whatever I'm gonna do when I get back, whether it be editing or it's making bread. See you guys later. So I'm back from the Centra, which was open, thank God. And I'm currently downloading all of the footage from my iCloud. There is almost 7 gig of footage. So I don't think I am beating the 4.5 hour weekly vlog allegations ever. I think this is just gonna be part of it. Oh well. But I was also right about the migraine. I've taken a migraine tablet. It hasn't kicked in yet. I also got myself Lucozade because caffeine. But I am like twitching. Like oh, my head hurts, man. My head hurts real bad. But I'll get through editing. I'll take a Pokemon break. And then I'll keep trucking. I'll get through editing the vlog. Do a Pokemon break while the video downloads. Exports out of... You can tell that I've got a migraine because I can't think. The video exports from Premiere Pro. And then, whatever. In the meantime, I'm actually gonna... Because this is like 5 minutes until it's gonna download the zip file with all the footage. So, until then, I'm going to... Actually, I'm gonna go start the bread. Because I got milk, so I can do bread as well. So, I'm gonna go do that real quick. That way I can then edit all this footage up together. Yeah. I'm so tired. And my head is pounding. Like, I can't really see out of my right eye. I'll be honest. I can't see properly out of my right eye, even with the glasses on. Because it's just, like, fuzzy. Everything's fuzzy with, like, pain. So I'm like... And my sinuses hurt for some reason. I don't know why. It feels like being back in the desert when there's no air in my sinuses. Except it's Ireland, so that's not possible. There is, like, near constant 100% humidity in this country. So I don't know what's happening. I need to check the barometric temperatures because I suspect there's a storm coming in. Actually, looking out that window, I can see the storm coming in. Which hopefully means that once the storm hits, that this pressure will release and my head will not hurt anymore. But I love being a walking storm alarm. Not really, because it hurts. Anyway, I'm gonna go make bread, and I'll bring you with me, and you can watch me make bread. I don't care if you find it entertaining or not, you're gonna watch me make bread. it's lunchtime as well. So while I wait for the bread to alkalize, I made a savory pancake with some leftover veg and some ham. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I fried it in butter. It's really tasty. So I am crashing hard because of the migraine meds. Like, I kind of feel a bit flimsy all over, but you know, so I'm just gonna get Premiere up here and I'm gonna load everything in. Which, yay. Oh, I just feel really flimsy, right? I don't know how to explain it, but I feel flimsy. I feel like my whole body's a little bit like, you know, a bit torn up. Ugh. But the goal is to, and I have that bread, the bread's autolyzed. I've mixed in the salt. I had to add a bit more milk. I made a drier dough because I'm just like experimenting with like hydration level. I had to add a bit more milk because it was just too dry. But I'm experimenting with different like hydration levels because I've been mostly doing a wet hydration dough, but I have no idea how a dry hydration dough will turn out. So I'm just experimenting. But that's waiting for me to go do another set of stretch and folds. The wheat pancake was really fucking good. It was spelt. And it was fucking delicious. Fried in butter. So good. So fucking good. I'm gonna be doing that again. That was a really good, like, savory pancake. Oh, so good. I kind of wish I had buckwheat flour, but I don't, because I haven't needed to have buckwheat flour. But my mushroom recipe, my mushroom cookbook that I got last week has some amazing recipes in there for... God, my brain is fucking frying. Has an amazing recipe for buckwheat pancakes. So, I've been looking for an excuse to get buckwheat flour, because that's Mom's favorite alternate flour. So I want to be able to make something that Mom can have. So, making buckwheat pancakes, mushroom buckwheat pancakes would be something that I could make Mom, because she's got celiac. Now, we don't know if she's got celiac secondarily from another autoimmune disorder she has, or if she just has celiac. We don't know. We just know that she has celiac currently. So, yeah, so, excuse to get buckwheat flour. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Because I do like buckwheat flour. Because that's what Mom usually uses. When she makes brown bread, she uses buckwheat flour. Oats and buckwheat flour. But I'm so... Yeah, the sumatriptan does a number on me. I don't know what it is, but I always feel like... I feel like a fainting Victorian child after taking it. Normally I take a nap. Normally I go to sleep. And sleep off the migraine. The pain's gone, by the way. I can still feel like some of the twinging in my like jaw from it, but it's like the actual raw pain is gone, so that's great. However, I do feel like a fainting Victorian child. So, but I'll get to editing this. Hopefully it won't be as long of an edit. But yeah. See you later. Weekly vlog is exporting from Premiere Pro, and it won't take nearly as long as last week because this one is only 2 hours and 40 minutes long. Yay! Oh my god. Yeah, so I just have to make the thumbnail for this. And then I'm gonna take a Pokemon break, and then I will probably do photo editing for the rest of the night after that. Yeah, so I'm gonna go check out my bread again. I keep getting up and going and check on the bread. So I'm gonna go do that again here. Keep doing stretch and folds. The drier dough is a lot harder to work with, so I'm actually ending up like doing proper kneading instead of stretch and folds, which is different. But hey, gluten is gluten. I'm glutenizing the bread, and that's what fucking matters. Doesn't matter how I do it, just matters that it's glutenized. So, we'll see. But I'm hoping that it'll glutenize enough. I'm leaving it a bit longer between stretch and folds. I'm hoping that, it relaxes a bit. So it's a bit easier to handle, but we'll figure it out. But I'm just gonna get this downloaded, get this put into YouTube so that YouTube can start uploading it and doing checks and stuff. So that then once I do the thumbnail, I just upload it and we're done. So my roommate and her family are in the kitchen. This is my favorite roommate. No one heard me say that. But her family's so lovely as well. And her sister and I were just, because I was kneading the dough, right, on the counter. And her sister is cooking dinner for them right now. And so her and I were just chatting about the bread, because my roommate came in and was asking me about the bread and all that kind of stuff. And so it was the three of us kind of just like chatting about the bread and like what I did differently, the milk. And I don't think it'll change the taste very much. I do think it might change the crust. I think the crust might be more uniform or more golden just because of the extra sugar in the bread. It could change the texture. I don't know, but I don't think it'll change the taste very much. But I do think that the texture may have a distinct difference. It might offset the fact that it's a drier dough. So it might be a bit fluffy despite being a dry dough. But I think I've got enough gluten in it. I'm going to give it half an hour to rest. I'm going to window pane check it. And if it's window pane checked good, then I'm going to leave it until like 11. And at 11 o'clock, I'll probably shape it. I'll check it and shape it if it's good. And if not, then I will stay up however long it needs to stay up for it to be good. Or maybe I'll leave it until like 5 in the morning. I don't know. Depends. It's going to be warmer in there though because they're all in there and they're cooking in there. So it actually might proof faster. So, yeah. But I'm going to give it like 30 minutes. Check the window pane. All that kind of stuff. So, yeah. Happy about that. The vlog is encoding. It's gonna take like 30 minutes, so I'm gonna do Pokemon break. And I will upload it when it's done. Just waiting for the vlog to upload into YouTube. Yippee! I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Also, the bread is fully glutenized. I'm gonna check it again. It's been a couple hours since I last checked it. So I'm gonna check it again. I'll probably wake up a couple times through the night to check on it. But yeah, after that, I'm just gonna lay down for a bit until I have to check it again. Because I don't want this to overproof. I mean, if it overproofs, then I'll just make focaccia. But also, I would prefer this to not overproof. And because it's so dry, I don't know how long it's going to proof. I don't have any, like, frame of reference. So I'm, like, I'm trying here. Trying real hard. So we'll see if it works. Also, this is the dough. You can see how dry it is. Like, how low of hydration it is. But it is fully, you can see my window pane test there. Because that was my window pane. This, like, section right here. And it window paned really well. But yeah, it's really dry. You can tell I've been sticking my fingers in it to like see if I can feel the proofing. I can't really tell what's happening proofing wise on the bottom here. Like, I can't really see the air bubbles very well. I'm really nervous. But I have faith that it will turn out. I have faith. Because, like, look at how pretty it is. But I am just going to keep checking this over and over again tonight. I might leave it to proof overnight. This might need to ferment overnight just because of the lack of liquid. Like, there's no air bubbles forming as far as I can tell. So, it might have to proof overnight. Which, like, proofing it overnight is fine, and I've done that before for bread. It's just not something I generally tend to do on purpose. Because there's such a high chance of it overproofing if I leave it overnight. But because this is so dry, I might have to. I don't know. I mean, if it overproofs, I just make focaccia. I have the pan to do it now, you know. So it's not like it'll, like, kill me or anything. It will just be annoying. So I don't know if I wanted to make tea. Maybe. I'm lazy. We'll find out. So like, it's not like I couldn't make do, but I'd also rather not make do. You know what I mean? I'd rather just have it work. It is, yes. I love knowing exactly what tea I have anyway. So yeah, I mean, it looks good. It's going to be good. It's going to be good bread no matter what. It's just a matter of like, is it going to be made correctly or not, basically. That's the big thing. So, but yeah, it's turning out. It's turning out. That's what I'll give it. It's also not very sticky. It's not sticky at all, which makes sense. It's a dry dough. It's not like there's no moisture for it to stick to, anything. But it is just weird because I'm used to like having to like peel dough off my fingers, and I don't have to for this, and it's very odd. But it was enough for tea. Haha. Good. So yeah, it's just very odd. It's a very odd texture, but I don't hate it. It looks a bit more traditional dough. It almost feels like a pasta dough, I'll be honest. Which is weird. But I'm making do with what I have. Yeah, so just making myself a wee cup of tea so I can chill out for the rest of the night. But yeah, I'm gonna keep an eye on the dough for the rest of the night. But I'll come back to you guys if I shape it, but if I don't come back to it before I shape it tonight, I assume I've left it to proof overnight, and I'll shape it in the morning and cold proof it until the afternoon. Or maybe I won't even cold proof it. If I proof overnight, I don't cold proof, I just shape it, throw it in the oven. Maybe cold proof it while the oven preheats, so it doesn't keep going, but like, you know, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be bread no matter what. Good morning. It is 9 a.m. I've been up and down all night, but I proofed this overnight, so we're gonna shape it. Also, it's got bubbles on the bottom, which is how I know that it's done. It just connected on its own. Definitely smells like it's proofed. I've got the Dutch oven in the oven preheating. So I'm just gonna shape this and then cook it right off. I'm not gonna cold proof it. I'm just gonna shape this. I got my hands on some new stuff for moving the dough around. So I will just be able to move it around like this. this. And I won't have to deal with the parchment paper, which will be so good. I'm gonna score this real quick because this is so stiff. I'm gonna score it easily. Actually, no, I'm gonna 7-minute score it. I'm gonna like 5-minute score it, yeah, 5-minute score it. But look at that. Like, look at that loaf. Look at that perfect little loaf. I'm hoping it gets a good spring on it. But I'm just gonna let this oven preheat and then I'll put it in. Cause it's got a nice, like, yeah, it's got a nice spring on it. So, this is good. Yeah, it's fully approved. Cause it's not springing back all the way. It's springing back most of the way, so that's good. But I'm very excited about this. So, I'll see you guys when this is done. It only took like an hour, but the oven's finally preheated. So we're gonna get this bread into the Dutch oven. There. This is gonna go in for like 35 minutes. The lid will come off. Actually, it's gonna go in for 5 minutes. I'm gonna score it and then it'll go in for like 30 minutes. Yippee! So bread's in the oven. I'm getting around now. I'm meeting a friend. Go to the yarn store today. Buy stuff for knit sock mostly, but also to have a little geeky in general. Oh god, I feel fucking terrible. My period started last night. And I'm like I'm in a bad way because of it. I have extra prescriptions that I take because we suspect it's either endometriosis or PCOS. My mom has PCOS, so it's more likely to be PCOS just because heritability and shit. I feel terrible. I feel like I'm fucking vibrating out of my skin. So I'm actually gonna dress like kind of cute and stuff. I've pulled out a bunch of the new jewelry. I put the new glasses chains on and everything. So I'm hoping that if I dress a little gaudy and I'm gonna do my makeup, maybe that'll make me feel better. Yeah, no, I feel terrible. I almost feel manic. This happens during my period. I almost feel fucking manic because there's no way for me to like stay functional without being like, let's push every bit of energy I have into everything. And I crash really hard. So I almost feel a bit manic. But, you know, we're making do. We're making do. Yeah, I feel like shit. But I'm gonna get around it. I'll come back to you guys when I'm all cute and stuff. Because I will be cute. If there's anything I can do during my period, it's be fucking cute. But yeah, I just feel awful. Yeah, no, I feel terrible. And of course, I'm clearly pretty manic. I don't know why this is what happens when I'm on a period. It just happens. It could also be my antidepressants. I don't know what my hormone levels are like during my period, but this could be my antidepressants. If I have a higher, I don't know what my serotonin, but the thing is, your serotonin levels drop during your period, so I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening. Anyway, so we're gonna make do. We're gonna make do. Today's gonna be a little weird. Like the next couple days are gonna be a little weird. Like the first 3 days of my period are the worst. But once that's cleared, everything should be fine. Everything should be okay. I should be fine. Fine. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, no, I clearly feel fucking awful, but yeah, whatever. Whatever, it's fine. I'm gonna get around. Um, and I'll show you guys the bread when it's out as well. Oh my god, I'm still hot from the kitchen. Oh my god, I've been in this room for like 30 minutes. I'm gonna, like, not 30 minutes, for like 10 minutes, and I'm still hot. I'm opening the window. It's so hot. Anyway, I really wish I'd finished this sweater by now, because this would be really cute with all the new jewelry I got. Like, I'm thinking about, like, with the multicolored glasses chains. Oh, that'd be so cunt. Gotta finish it. Gotta finish it. That'll be so cute. Did I lose? No, I didn't. Okay. I had a moment where I thought I'd lost stitches. No, they're on the cord. Okay. But yeah, I'm gonna be getting around, and then I'm gonna go meet Charlie. We're meeting up at like 1:30 to go to This Isn't It, which will be very fun. I like This Isn't It. This Isn't It is my favorite place in the world. I go there so often that, like, a couple of the employees, like, know me by name and, like, keep up with my college and shit. Oh, fucking love them. Fucking love them. Fucking love them. Anyway. Oh, I'm gonna get around. Oh, I'm so fucking hot. I don't know why. As far as I'm aware, I'm not, like, hormonally going into perimenopause. I really hope I'm not. That'd be shit. Because I have a friend who's going through that right now, like, at a very young age. And I'm like, please don't let that become me. Ugh. Ugh. Now, they don't have any hormones, like, at all. Like, they had to go on HRT, regardless of which direction they were going. They had to go on HRT, no matter what. It was just a matter of, hey, which gender do you want? Which flavor? What flavor? What do you want? But I'm like, please, God, don't let that be me, because my mom got really bad hot flashes when she started entering perimenopause, and I'm like, but no, I think I'm just, like, fucking manic. Like, this is, like, bizarre behavior even from me, and I feel bizarre filming this and being like, because I know I'm gonna post this. I know this is gonna go into the vlog for this week, and I'm like, I feel weird recording this. I feel, like, odd recording this, and I'm probably gonna think about if I'm gonna put this in or not when I edit, because I will be fine by then. I will no longer be manic by then. But I'm like, do I put this in? Do I not? I don't know. I just feel fucking weird. I feel fucking weird. But also, you know, I'm recording this so that if this keeps happening, I can take it to my doctor and be like, hi, what the fuck is this? Why am I acting like this? What is happening? What's happening? Because this is weird. I'm not, like, normally like this. Like, I feel fucking bizarre. Like, yeah, it feels like mania. I don't know how else to describe it. Like, it feels like I'm manic. I've never felt like this, and I'm like, okay, cool, yay, huh? Anyway, gotta go get around. Gonna move the bread around when it's done doing the first bake. Anyway, I will see you guys later. Look at that. Look at that. That's such a good oven spring. Look at that. The spread is so good. I'm so excited about this, actually. I'm so excited. Take this out here in a minute and put it on the rack, but oh, look at that. So I've got around. I have about 30 minutes before I have to leave. Look at me. I'm so pretty and gaudy. I feel a bit like a clown, and I like it. But I have to write a couple emails. I'm gonna upload the footage for tomorrow's video into Premiere. So I'm really excited about the video for tomorrow. I'm really excited about it. It's a really cute video. It's a really cute video. It's for my mom and my aunt, so it's really cute. I'm really happy about it. But yes. I'm excited about that. I do feel a bit more settled having done my makeup and looking as clownish as I feel, but, like, you can see that I'm still trembling really badly in the camera because I can't hold my hand steady. Oh, okay. Okay. But we're making do. We're making do.
But yeah, I'm gonna write these emails, I'm gonna upload that footage, and then I'm gonna go hang out with Charlie. I think I have to walk today because there's the fuel price protest and the war in Iran protest today. So I think I'm gonna have to walk because I think O'Connell is closed. So actually, I'm gonna leave the moment this is done because I have no other way of getting into town. Cool. Heading off to Dawson Street where I'm gonna meet with Charlie. Get a cup of coffee, and then we're gonna head out to This Is Knit. So that's fun. I'm gonna walk the whole way because the protest on O'Connell Street in Lewis isn't having across the river, so gotta walk. Ooh. But oh well, I'll just walk. It'll be fine. I'll just get across the river. So yeah, I will see you guys when I get there. Here. Yeah, it's down here. Yeah. Yeah.
Straight out, we're like, we got money to spend.
We made it up so many stairs, so many fucking stairs. Oh my god. So many fucking stairs. So many fucking stairs. Right, Charlie? Yeah. So many stairs. But we got stuff for the society. We got yarn.
Yeah, 69 euros. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. We got needles. Ugh. We're trying to use up the last of the college grant before the end of the year, so end of the school year, so so I'm just along for the ride, basically, on the shopping spree. Yarn. We have so much yarn. Michael T. Higgins, courtesy of our OCM Gray, the tea cozy. Yes, it is Michael. In fact, a knit plushie of Michael T. Higgins. It's a tea cozy. It's very cute. We love Michael T. Higgins in this house. Yeah, we just got a bunch of shit. Bunch of stuff. Ugh. So I've just left Charlie. He's going to class. He's reminded me that the 24-hour knitathon is tomorrow, starting at 9 a.m. tomorrow, and I'm available for the entire day. So I'm going to go to that. He also reminded me that the bread I made today is hypothetically for the knitathon. So I'm going to have to do that. So I'm not gonna eat it. Well, I will try it. I will taste it, but I'm gonna have to slice the whole thing so I can break it. And I'm gonna make blueberry muffins as well tonight. So I can bring blueberry muffins to the whole thing. And I have lemons, so I'll do the blueberry and lemon because that's something my dad recommended, blueberry and lemon. So I'll do that. Maybe I'll make a crumble topping. I don't know. Yeah, so gotta do that. But I'm just gonna go wander Hodges Vegas for a little bit. Why not? Why not? So Chapters had a book that I do want, but I think Chapters will have it for cheaper. So I'm not getting it here. I'm gonna check Chapters on the way home because I have to go to Tesco anyway. So, and Chapters is right next to Tesco. So I'll check for it there. And if it isn't cheaper at Chapters, then I will collect all my Hodges Vegas cards because I have more as well at home. I get it the next time I'm up here, so tomorrow. But yeah, gonna go home. No, I'll go to Chapters and then go to Tesco and then go home. Yeah, so see you guys in a bit. The Lewis is just coming here. Yippee! So it is the same price. So I'm just gonna get my Hodges Vegas cards together tomorrow morning and get it tomorrow. Now we're going to Tesco. I just got into this loaf for Instagram. Look at that. Look at that dense fucking crumb. It smells so good. It is so fucking soft. It's so dense, but it's so soft. Oh my god. Fucking delicious. So good. So good. I think because it's knit sock tomorrow, I think I'm gonna try to scramble out another loaf tonight. I might do a different type of loaf. I might see about doing like a sandwich loaf. Because I have yeast packets, so I could do that. So I might see about scrapping out a sandwich loaf or a normal loaf or something like that. A different type of loaf. Or even a soda bread tonight. But oh my god. This milk bread. Milk and rye. Delicious. Fucking delicious. Oh. So good. I know already this loaf is going to be gone by the end of the night tomorrow. It's going to be gone. I'm not bringing any bread home. I can promise you that. Oh. But yeah. I'll slice this up. I'm gonna put the dishwasher on. So everything, so my bowl is washed, so I can make the muffins, and then I'll look at making another loaf of bread. So we'll see what I end up doing. This is so good. This trip is so good. Oh my god. I'm having the time of my life here. I love bread. I fucking love bread. Oh. Look how splendid that is. Look at that. Oh, just amazing. I've just been eating the heel of this bread. So good. But yeah, I'm gonna cut this loaf up. I'm gonna in the dishwasher. And I'll go back to editing, and once the dishwasher is done, I will make muffins, and then I will make another loaf of bread of some kind. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I forgot to film, but I'm starting on the muffins. So these are gonna be blueberry and lemon. I'm just testing my lemon right now. Yeah. So that's what these are gonna be. I'm very excited. Oven's preheating. The bread that I already made has already been, I've already cut it up and packaged it up for tomorrow. And then I'm gonna make another loaf afterwards here in a bit. So I will, of course, keep you updated.
Con questa che tu potenti ci sta che invece magari preso un biscotto magari con i cookie che mangia tutto, no, un biscotto magari normale che ti fai.
So, the first batch of muffins are out of the oven. I have enough batter for another like 2 or 3 muffins, so I gotta wait for them to cool so I can put those 3 muffins in the oven. and I'm gonna make soda bread as well. So I am running to Tesco to get buttermilk. So that's fun. Yeah, I'm gonna make soda bread. And I'm tired, first of all. But second of all, my roommate Carolina and her family are guarding my muffins with their lives. And I love them dearly for it. Carolina is the best. She's just so sweet. She's a sweetie. She's my favorite. She's my favorite. But yeah. I'm so excited about these muffins, and I'm so excited about this soda bread, and I think I'm actually just gonna like bring my bread box. I think I'm gonna cut up all the bread I make and just bring the bread box. I think that's what's gonna end up happening, which is going to be very interesting. I'm just gonna put the bread in the bread box and then the muffins in the Tupperware, and that's what's gonna happen, which will be very weird, but it'll work. So that's very fun. But I am excited for tomorrow. So I'll be going into college. Try to get to college around 8:30-ish, give or take. And then I'll probably be there from 9 till 9. Yeah. The whole day. So I'm gonna bring my scrap yarn sweater, and I'll bring my scrap yarn sweater. And I'll bring the leaves of grass, braids of grass, sweater as well. So I'll work on those at the event. But yeah, I'm excited. Maybe I'll finish that scrap yarn sweater. That'd be nice. I'd love to finish it. I'd love to be done with it and to be able to wear it, because I really wanted to wear it like when I was getting dressed today. You know, I said this to you guys. It would have been great with these little glasses and these earrings. But I'm great with what I'm wearing today. So, also, yes, I've changed what my jacket is. I took off most of my jewelry, my rings and two of my necklaces, and all that, but I got home and swapped out my sweater and like my flannel and everything for my purple cardigan, because I was so overstimulated. And so now I'm like, how about hoodie instead? So I'm just wearing the tank top with a hoodie. But yeah, time to get buttermilk and make soda bread with oats, the way my mom makes it. So I just finished the initial edit on the YouTube video for tomorrow. I just have to add the title card, the edge card, and make the thumbnail. And that can go up tomorrow morning even. Yeah, so it'll probably go up before noon. That's pretty good. That's pretty fucking good. Yeah, I'm just like bounced between this and like baking. I've put the muffins in the freezer so that they'll release from the mold. Yeah. So I'm just hoping that they'll have released when I go back in, so I can make the last 2 muffins and then make the soda bread. That's all I'm hoping for. So, gonna take my makeup off. Gonna go try to get those to release. Bake the last 2. And then make soda bread. Oh god. I just closed Premiere Pro. Forgot I had Premiere in dark mode. I'm being blinded by my monitor. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm tired. I'm very tired. I have to be up early. Ugh. Ugh. So I got the muffins out. We have had a couple of losses here, but I'm gonna be baking for the last 3. Cleaned the bowl.
And now it's time to make soda bread. It is almost 11 p.m. But I'm gonna make this bread and I'm gonna fucking enjoy it. It'll be awesome. I'll cut it in the morning. Can't be arsed. But yeah, I'm probably gonna wash the bread box, move the sliced bread into there, move the muffins into the bin, into the Tupperware, and do it that way. That'll be how this will work, right? Right. Anyway, bread time. Just about to pull those 3 muffins out of the oven. I've got my soda bread. I've moved the sourdough into the bread bin. That's where the soda bread's gonna go. Moved the muffins that I've currently got into this bin. I'm gonna put the last 3 in here and any overflow bread into here. Those are for my breakfast in the morning. Yeah, I'm just gonna pull these out like now because I think they're done by now. And then I'm gonna turn the oven back up to 200. So right now it's below 200 for the bread. I'm gonna put the bread in. Yippee! Okay, so this is the soda bread. It's not as like hollow sounding as I thought it would be, but also I don't know. I've never made soda bread before. So we're gonna find out tomorrow morning because this is too hot for me to cut into. It will turn gummy. Those are the 3 muffins. You can see that I figured out when to take them out. Bread. I'm gonna cover this so that it doesn't get stale overnight. And then in the morning I will cut this, and if it is fully cooked through, which I think it is because the knife came out clean, it will then be cut up and go into the bread box. I'm so nervous, guys. If this doesn't go right, I think I will cry. Like, I genuinely think I will just burst into tears. So that's fun. I don't know what I'm doing. Anyway, I'm gonna put these dishes in the dishwasher and go to bed. Good night. I will see you all in the morning. Good morning. It is, I'm actually running a little late, but that's fine. It's not a big deal. Charlie will be there. He'll set up for me. I'll just text him in a minute here. Woo! The bread is slightly undercooked. It is just barely undercooked. Like, it is like probably like 10 minutes, like 5-10 minutes away from being finished in the middle. So I've put the oven back on, I've popped it back in, I'm going to get around, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to get the bread out, and I'm going to check it again. It is just barely a little raw in the middle. Makes me so mad, it makes me so mad. Like, it is barely raw. Barely. It's not like gummy or like melty or anything like that. It's not doughy. It is just the slightest bit undercooked. And I do not want to serve undercooked flour, which can be toxic, at an event where I am technically the host. Like, where I'm one of the hosts. I don't want to be doing that. That feels like a bad idea. It feels a bit stupid. You know, like that feels like a bad idea. So we're gonna leave that in for a little bit longer. I'm gonna make myself a coffee. I'm gonna text Charlie that I'm gonna run a little bit late, but please let this cook. Please let this cook. Oh my God, I'm so stressed out about this. I have so many bags. So I've got backpack, tote bag, crossbody, food. The soda bread ended up being a little crumbly, but it's fully cooked. It's just really hot, so I couldn't cut it properly. So I am just gonna have people tear off chunks. I don't care anymore. Everyone's gonna tear off chunks and they're gonna like it. Can you fucking, oh my God. Oh my God, anyway. I'm so hot and bothered already. I'm gonna kill myself, gonna kill myself, gonna kill myself, gonna kill myself. I have to walk. Fuck me, I have to walk. Fuck, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this, guys. I don't want to fucking do this. So the knitathon has started. I am just running out to get butter for the bread that I brought. But yeah, we're watching How to Train Your Dragon. I am just exporting the video for today while I'm running out. And then I just have to make it a thumbnail and then
like that. And then I'm gonna knit and or play on the my Switch. But it's just me, Charlie, and Clara for now. And Joe. But I'm sure people will show up as the day goes on. Well, where is the closest Circle K? Me trying to figure out where the closest corner store is, because the front entrance is closed for T-ball. So I can't get in that way. Gotta try something else. So anyway, time to scrungle on down to the Circle K and see what I can do about butter. One of my knitting cables broke while we were at lunch. I'm so sad. So I'm going to the yarn store to get a new one. Look at that, just snapped off. So I'm going to the store to get a new one. So annoying. So I had to take it off of the project I was working on, put the project onto a carrier cord, and then leave that with everyone. And now I'm off to the store to this knit again. I'm just frustrated.
Hey, where's my nose?
It's annoying. Just annoying. But I'll get a replacement and it'll be fine. It'll be fine. So I got my needles hooked. The needles in my shout out to the lovely Maureen. This is Knit. She's absolutely a dote and a dear, and I adore her completely. She's absolutely the most auntie woman I've ever met in my life. Like the most Irish auntie woman I've ever met in my life. And now I'm trying to figure out where everyone else is, if they've gone back from the picnic we were at, or if they are still out there, or they've gone back to the room or not. I don't know. I'm a little worried. So I've got to figure out where they are. So I just got home from the knitathon. It is 11 p.m. I have a headache. I'm tired. We're starting movies up again in about 20 minutes. Online. I am probably going to lay down for at least an hour. I'll probably come back. We're watching Wake Up Dead Man at one point. Hang on. When are we watching Wake Up Dead Man? Because I'm going to be up for Wake Up Dead Man. That is my favorite movie. Watching Wake Up Dead Man. Oh. We're watching it like now in like 30 minutes. I don't want to be awake that early. What else are we watching? I'm gonna be real. I might skip the rest of the movies. I might lay down, nap for a few hours, knit for a little bit longer. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I am gonna try to do stay up for most of it though. I just need to lie down for a little bit. I need to be horizontal and I need to not be knitting for a while. My hands hurt really bad because I was knitting for the last couple hours of it because I've been so busy just being a bee, basically buzzing around like a bee, but I haven't actually sat on a knit for a hot minute. So I'm hoping to actually get some knitting done after having a solid lie down. So I'm gonna have that solid lie down. I'm gonna have a Red Bull. And I'm gonna take my meds. And then I'll see how I feel. At midnight. Or 1. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Good morning. It's way later in the morning than I wanted to get up, but whatever. Doesn't matter. I don't have anywhere to be. So, let's see. I need to change my sheets because it's gonna start getting warmer soon, so I want to swap the flannel sheet for my cotton sheet so I'm not overheating when it starts getting hot. Also because my bed is just a disaster. My mattress pad has started sliding off the bed, so I need to put that back on so I actually have a comfortable bed again. And I'll probably work on my costume for AmyCon
later today. Play some video games. I don't know. I don't have anything to do today. And again, with the 24-hour knitathon, I was up and down all night, so I didn't sleep a ton, so I kind of want to just chill a bit today. But I got the leftover pizza from, because I was the one with the Tupperware, so I got the leftover pizza from last night, so I'm gonna have that for breakfast. And I have some garlic sauce from the last time Eddie and T were over. Because they always give me their garlic sauce. Them and Dylan always give me their garlic sauce. If it's not been opened, they always give it to me whenever, like, either Eddie and T come over or me and Dylan have pizza. They always give me the extra garlic sauce to put in the fridge because I love garlic sauce. So I'm gonna slap the pizza in garlic sauce, and I'm gonna have a great fucking breakfast. It's gonna be awesome. But I'm gonna have a cup of coffee, have breakfast. Yeah, I put up the new video last night as well. It took 5 million years to upload, but I did put it up. Yay. I started getting a comment from my mom on it. I love my mom. Becky, I think, is gonna watch it today while she's at work. So she'll really be heading out for work soon, so yeah. I'm fucking wrecked, and it's still pissing rain too, I think. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, I'm gonna go have breakfast and make a cup of coffee. I'll see you guys later. I have my pizza. I also just got off the phone with my parents because they're both on their way to work. And we are all weirdly codependent. No, I love my parents. Like, they're the best. Yeah, so I'm just having breakfast here. I have to send an email, but that's kind of it for today, question mark. So yeah, I will change my sheets. I will make my bed all nice. I will put all my pillows in their rightful places, all my blankets in their rightful places. No longer will they just be a lump on my bed. I'll probably do laundry. I feel like I'm in a never-ending war against the goddamn laundry. Oh my god. So I'll do some of that. But yeah, I don't have a ton to do, so I will probably just kind of chill a bit. Read a bit, knit a bit, work on AmyCon cosplay. I'm so excited about this cosplay. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to get the pattern back out from where it's like tucked down to the side of my bed. Make sure that it's all like taped together still and everything. Retape it where needed. I'm so happy. I'm so excited. I'm really grateful for T-Rock for making me the pattern because I would not have known where to start with that. I'm so excited though. I gotta make the mock-up. Make sure everything fits, figure out what I want to do for the sleeve pattern kind of thing. Because T-Rock didn't make me a sleeve pattern because it is just kind of like a slightly long cutoff triangle. So that's like, it's not hard, you know, I just have to make it match up to the arm sleeve, the armhole of the torso pattern. But I do want to make a mock-up just so I can see what it'll look like, and also so I can like see it proportionally, so I'm not wasting any of my good fabric, any of the good linen. So I don't want to waste that linen, so fold it in like this. Yeah, so I can fold in like this and have like a nice, like, because I want to be able to do, like, this is something I like to do whenever I have, whenever I'm wearing like a hanfu or anything like that, is I like to be able to, I want to be able to salute properly, because this is a hanfu style. I want to be able to salute properly, like this, and have it cover, and I'll have it like sort of drop down like here. I want it to hit like here when I salute, at minimum. So if I'm like holding my hands over my face like this, I want it to hit about here, like around like the bottom of my rib cage here. So that's like my goal, is if I'm like saluting like this with my hands right almost directly in front of my mouth, that it drops almost vertically down about here. So that's my goal. With that, And then I think I'm gonna add around like the collar, and then the, you'll only be able to see one side, but I'm gonna do it on both because it crosses over like this, right? Right, like this. So around this collar piece and down the front here, I'm gonna add rainbow organza because I think that'll be so pretty. So I'll do that as well. But I'm gonna have to get the rainbow organza. So when I get that rainbow organza, I'm also gonna get the fabric for Aglaya. Again, I'm just gonna do linen. I'll do cream linen for her. And I just want to at least get the main body of it because I'm gonna make a chiton for her. And so I want to get like the main body of it done at least. I will be going crazy with the embroidery on that and the embellishments, but I at least want to get like the base done and out of the way so that like I have like the garment base done, you know, the hems done and everything like that on that, all that. So that's like my big goal. I don't know if I'll get Aglaya done this month or not, but I need to get this one done this month. So today will probably be a mock-up day. So once my bed has been remade and is no longer just a disaster zone, mock-up time. So it only took me all day, but I made my bed at last. Remade my bed. And I changed my base sheet. So yay, I'm gonna run to the corner store and get a soda. I've completely lost the day because I've just been exhausted, like fatigued today. Like, I always forget how, like, exhausting, like, changing my sheets is, like, just moving everything off, taking the sheet off, moving the mattress pad back on, putting the mattress cover on, like, putting the base sheet on, putting everything else on. I forget how exhausting it is, how much time it takes. It's fine. It's fine. I'll do stuff this evening. I won't do the mock-up today. I'll do it tomorrow. Because I was just looking at the pattern, and she needs to be taped back together. I didn't have enough masking, scotch tape. So she is falling apart a little bit, so I'm gonna put her back together. But, yeah, I'm just... So, yeah. I'm gonna change. I'm gonna run to the corner store, get a soda. We're gonna go from there. Back in a bit. So, I'm in bed. I went and got sparkling water. Dylan brought me Doritos yesterday, so I've been snacking on those. And I've been thinking, so I'm Eddie at IGM cosplayed Jabber from Getcha Yakuta, and I've been eyeballing the anime, because it looks really cool. Looks like a good show, and like, the bits of the dub I've seen seemed like just so delightfully entertaining, so I've been eyeing it up, and I was asking Eddie today, who should I cosplay if I watch it, and he said Tansy. Look up Tamsy's vital instrument. So I look up Tamsy and his vital instrument. It's just a yarn winder. It's a yarn winder that it turns into a yarn swift. To be loved is to be known, I guess, or something like that. But all I've thought about today is the mechanics of building two functional versions of his vital instrument. Building the winder and the big swift. That's all I've been thinking about today. Eddie was just like, I know exactly who you want to cosplay. I know, just based off the vital instrument alone, I know exactly who it's going to be. I know exactly what you are. I'd feel attacked. It's fine. But yeah, I've been thinking about it just all day, just making Tamsy's vital instruments. It'll be way in the future because I don't have the space for like big props like that right now. That would have to be after I have my own apartment, you know, where I could just like stack props against the wall and have it not be like in my way constantly. Or even where I could like hang props up, you know, hang them on the wall. Right now that's not an option, which is part of why I haven't put together Aglaya's sword, because I have all the 3D printed pieces for Aglaya's sword. But I'm like, the moment I put the pieces I get the dowel, and the moment I even like buy the aluminum dowel to go in it, where do I put the dowel until I put it together? And then once I put the sword together, where do I put the sword? Like, it's just a it's just a disaster either way. Like, it's just, like, difficult to deal with either way. And I just kind of don't want to deal with it right now. So, you know, is what it is. But eventually I'll, you know, when I have my own apartment, I'll put it together and I'll make other props. Because I really do like having props and making props. I just don't have the space for it right now. But when I have the space, Tamsi gets Yakuda with both versions of his vital instrument. I have to. It's a Yard Winder and a Yard Swift. Of all the characters, of course I would cosplay the character who uses a knitting themed vital instrument. I have to. So, and that gives me plenty of time to watch Getchi Yakuda as well. So I can get plenty of reference screenshots and figure out how I want to portray the character. But Getchi Yakuda cosplay by next year, maybe. Anyway, I'm gonna chill out for the night, I think. I have a huge blister on my heel from IGM, from walking around during IGM. A huge blister on my heel. Not the same foot as my sprain, actually, so both of my feet hurt right now. Well, my sprain is fine, for the most part. It's just a bit tender. But, like, yeah, both of my feet are a bit janky, so I don't think I'm going to stay in for the rest of the night. Because running out to the shops meant putting on shoes, which meant my shoes rubbed against my heel, which meant rubbing against the huge blister. So that means that hurts. Worth it for, like, water I can drink. I struggle to drink still water, or still drinks in general. I don't know what it is. I think it's a neurodivergent thing. I think it's a neurodivergence thing. I think it's a sensory thing. I think that still liquid, when it's not, like, flavored. So coffee and tea are fine. Juice is fine. Cocktails are fine. Because they are interesting and they taste of something. But water, I cannot do water. Just plain water, I can't do water. So I always have to have sparkling water if I want to drink actual water. And it is just a nightmare. Because sometimes I'll be like, I want a glass of water. And I can do a glass of water if I'm really thirsty. Or if I can do, like, a glass of water if, like, I have ice in it, right? But I don't have any ice right now. I've put a tray in, but that won't be fully frozen until the morning. So, you know, if it's not, like, freezing cold, I can't drink plain water. But at least with this, I can drink it at any temperature. So, that's something at least. But yeah, unless I'm, like, actively dying of thirst, like, unless my saliva has changed viscosity because I'm so dehydrated. That's how I know that it's bad. I can't drink plain water. The moment that happens, all bets are off, because the unpleasantness of congealing saliva is way more unpleasant and, like, overstimulating and, like, nasty feeling sensorily than drinking plain water. But if I'm, like, trying to maintain my hydration levels, it has to have, like, flavor to it, or else I'm simply not going to drink. Which sucks, because I'm like, damn, I need to drink more. It would be really helpful if I drank more. I won't. So, here we are with my sparkling water. I'm gonna chill out for the rest of the night, and I will see you in the morning, or if I, like, get a second wind of energy. But probably I'll see you in the morning. So, good night. Good morning. It is... Okay, well, fuck that. Stay. It is Friday morning. I kind of lost the day yesterday because I'm so tired. Oh, I'm kind of so glad that I cut all of my bread for the knitathon, because I brought all of the bread to the knitathon. I don't even have to cut bread. I just take bread. Amazing. God, they ate the entire fucking loaf of sourdough. There's like 3 slices left. Jesus. Good. And then there's the soda bread left. Just a little bit gummy in the middle, but it looks fine. It's edible, so. But yeah. I lost the day yesterday because of fatigue, so hopefully I'm gonna do a lot of work today. Work on the costume, really, is what I want to do today. At least for the mock-up. So, that's the aim for today. We'll see how far that goes. I was clever and I made ice last night, so I could have an iced coffee. I've just made some like actual drip coffee with my ceramic pour over, which for the record is this. It's from Fable Grounds Coffee, and it came with my special editions of my big Outgrate special edition box for Legends and Lattes. So I'm gonna make myself a wee little delicious coffee. Also, look how cute. How cute. Turn it that way so you can see. Okay. This coffee is cinnamon bun flavored. Cinnamon flavored. A little milk. Milk. I'm just gonna put the rest of the milk in. I need to go get more milk. That's fine. Okay. And then I'm gonna add a bit of honey. And a bit of cinnamon. Ready? Yeah. Okay. Oh, amazing. And again, this is just pour over like drip coffee. This isn't espresso or anything, so it won't be like espresso-y, if that makes any sense. But it will be damn well tasty. Yummy. Yummy. Okay. I'm gonna clean all this up. I'm gonna wash my face. I'm gonna change to a different top so I can go down to the shops later. This fucking blister on the back of my heel from IGM is like just so irritated all the time. It's not because of my trouser cuff. It's not infected or anything, but just because it's where my trouser cuff hits on these sweatpants. You know, and so I'm like just deeply uncomfortable the whole time because I could feel it tapping against my heel. But iced coffee, yummy, yeah, very yummy. Yeah. So I'm gonna get around, get myself like around enough that I'm like not in like my pajama shirt. And not in my little thrifted bathrobe. I got this for like a $5. It's amazing. I got this like back in October when Ren was in town. I got this for a $5. Yeah, because it was me and Ren went thrifting. And I got these. It's very soft and very comfy. But yes, I am gonna get around into at least different loungewear, and I will make that mock-up today. I think I'll probably just do a basting stitch on it. I probably won't do anything crazy. I might do a flat stitch and just bring it up here and do a flat stitch on it if I can be arsed. That depends on if I can be arsed, but yeah, I'll see you guys in a bit.
wasn't intending to get a book when I went into chapters. Just intending to have a little look-see because on the phone with my dad. So I was just intending to have a little look-see in a quiet place. Book on forensics. As per usual. The hyperfixation knows no bounds. Oops. I'm home. I got strawberry. I don't know. I just like fruit, man. Fruit's good. Anyway, I obviously got How to Solve a Crime by Dr. Angela Gallup. It's got chapters on every single type of forensic science, from plants to textiles to blood splatter to blood analysis to DNA. It's got everything in there, which is very cool. It's just very cool. Hair, cold cases, water, forgery and fraud, toxicology. Like, it's just cool. It's just cool. Anyway, because one of my current writing projects is a murder mystery. So, I do want to know what I'm doing. Another thing is I ordered new phone cords, because, so I have 4 permanent phone cords around my room, 2 by my bed and 2 by my desk. One, so each with 1 for my phone and 1 for my tablet. 3 of the 4 died, like broke, of the cables. Like, either were starting to work inconsistently. The ones that work inconsistently I've kept, and I've just will keep them in case of like an emergency. And then 1 outright broke. So I needed to replace them so I could charge my shit at night. Because I've been relying on 1 cord. So I've either only been able to charge my tablet at night or my phone at night. So like right now my phone is like on like 15 to 19% because I wasn't able to charge it last night. Because I've been using 1 cord. Because it was fully charged during the day. But I finally have my cords, so I can plug stuff in. Yay. So I'm gonna plug my phone in here, and then I'm gonna pull out the pattern and just retape it, because it's just like, it just needs to be retaped. It needs to be retaped. So I'm gonna retape it and put it up and go from there. After that happens, I'll probably take a break and sit down for a bit, you know, play a video game, read a book, something like that. I don't know. I'll do something, in the meantime. But for now, I'm going to retape this pattern together and then figure it out from there. So, tape back together. I'm gonna set that back down there, and I'm gonna sit down for a little bit. Relax a little bit, because my back hurts really badly from hunching over like that. I've got a congenital, spine fusion at my sacrum. So, like, hunching over like that hurts a lot. Because the very bottom of my spine, where my hips should hinge, doesn't actually hinge at all, because it's fused to my tailbone. So that's fun. So I'm gonna sit down for a bit, play video games or read or something. I don't know. I'll do something that is relaxing to me. And then I'll make the mock-up in the kitchen. I also need to eat lunch. It's 3 p.m. I haven't eaten lunch. Shit, that's what I'll do. I'll eat lunch and I'll play video games. That's what I'll do. Yeah. So I'll come back at like 4 or 5. And I will make the mock-up. Okay, so I have just laid out my scrap fabric and my pattern, so I can now cut out this mock-up, which is down here. Wahoo! I'm very excited. So I'm gonna get to work on that, cutting that out. And I'll either pin it together or I'll run a basting stitch around the side and shoulder seam. I'm a little nervous about the fact that I'm getting on the floor. We'll see how this goes. But God, I'll come back to you guys in a moment once this is all cut out. Also, I totally could put my phone up and like film. I don't have socks on. I'm not putting my dogs out on the internet for free. Sorry. I'm fighting to work on this while like all the blood is actively rushing to the places of my body it shouldn't be. Mostly out of my head. But we're getting through it. But my dad is sending me my dad is sending me Instagram reels, which is how I know that he is bored as hell at work. That man has nothing to do. He's sending me like all the like a bunch of like fucking like empty nester like stuff. Because he is like peak empty nester. Like it's so funny because I thought my mom would be a worse empty nester. No, my dad's the really terrible empty nester. My dad is like lost his fucking mind now that I'm not at home. Whereas mom is like kind of fine. We just talk pretty much every day. But dad is like actually lost his mind. It's of the two, I didn't expect it to be him. He's such a goofy guy. I love him. God love him. Okay. I'm picking up the phone and video because I needed to stand up and get blood moving again. Okay. We're gonna crouch down again and see how far I can get on this before my POTS like actually knocks me out and I like end up on my face. Okay, so I've cut out both the front and the back panels. And hang on. Let me adjust my camera a little bit more. So you guys have like a better angle. There we go. So this is the front panel. I get 2 of these across the front. I'm just gonna do a half for the panels. For the mock-up sleeve here. I've got the back panel over here, which fits across my back pretty well. I am wearing a hoodie. Actually, I'm going to take this hoodie off because I think it'll be easier to show the scale against a t-shirt versus a hoodie. Ugh. This is too much fabric. Okay. So this is the front. This is the front here. Right? So this has to sit in the middle of my chest right here. Right here. There we go. Okay. So that looks like it'll fit, right? It comes down to just, like, I'm looking at my reflection in the window here. It comes down to, like, my ankles, which I think matches the reference. Back a little bit more, you can probably see, like, yeah, it comes down to, like, my ankles here. Which I think matches the reference. I will have to check. Again, I can't tell you who this is for because it's a surprise for the competition. And then only a few people know, and they are mostly my relatives. And then this is the middle of the back here. So the back comes together in 2 panels here. Again, I haven't stuck this together, so I don't know. So, which I will need to do before I, like, in order to, like, properly check the sizing, is I will run, like, a straight stitch along all the hems. Along all the 1/4 inch hems here. But for now, I'm just going to tuck that into the back. But it does look like my big concern is always the sleeves. Are the sleeves going to be, like, big enough? And I think these will be. I think my arm will fit. Because I think the arm will fit. But again, I will need to actually put this together to figure that out. We'll find out. But as always, my arms are always the biggest concern. Do I need to expand the arms or not? Which is part of why I'm doing this. Because it would suck if I cut into my nice blue linen and then found out these sleeves aren't wide enough. But I do think these sleeves will be wide enough. So, I might not sew it together tonight. I might do that in the, like, early in the morning. And do my sleeve pattern early in the morning as well, because I'm just, like, really woozy from being up and down, because I had to cut all the fabric out on the floor. So I'm really woozy from having to, like, move around on the floor. Like, it makes me really hot and really, like, faint. So I might not do that tonight, or I might do it later tonight. But regardless, that's that patterned out. So that means that tomorrow, because me and T-Rock are going to be doing another crafting day, that means that either I will have this figured out and I will be able to be like, yes, this is sized correctly, and I might even have a sleeve patterned out. Or I can say, no, this is not right. T-Rock, you're going to have to show me how to increase the arm space, without, like, fucking up the rest of the proportions. Which would be fine, and which would be fine and dandy. So either way, like, tomorrow I'll be able to go into that, like, crafting session with T-Rock and be like, look, I have progress, which is good. Because either that means I cut out all the fabric, or I, you know, or I adjust the pattern, and make a new mock-up. Either way, I'm happy. So I'm gonna put all the sewing stuff away, and have another sit down. Again, I feel really woozy from up and down. I'm probably gonna make myself a drink here. Probably something alcoholic, something cold. I just need a cold drink right now because I've been up and down, and that really does numbers on my, like, head. So I'm gonna make myself a drink. And then I'll be back. So I'm sure I've mentioned this before, but my favorite type of fancy drink to make, like mixed drink to make, is a gin drink. Generally a gin and tonic. So I'm gonna make sort of a fancy gin and tonic today. This is my favorite gin. It is gunpowder gin, in their Italian fig and laurel flavor. I got this when I went to VienCon last year, and I found this for half price at Dunn's, like, a couple months ago as well. So I have a second bottle up there that I haven't opened yet. But look at how pretty the bottle is. I'm gonna keep the bottle, obviously. Obviously, I'm keeping the bottle. I'll use it for something. But it is beautiful. And so I'm gonna make a fancy gin and tonic today. So first we're gonna see how much gin there is. I should be able to get a double out of this. Fun. Just about 2. Okay, so I've used the last of the gin to get a double. Cool. Okay. I know that makes me look like an alcoholic. This is expensive gin. I'm not fucking around about the expensive gin. Anyway, there. Now I'm gonna use a ounce of this, which is homemade fermented. I've already popped this so it didn't explode. Blueberry and pear. It was meant to be a fermented soda, a ginger soda, but it didn't soda very much, and the blueberries have too much pectin in it, so it's more of like a fermented syrup. But it tastes really fucking good. So I'm gonna put in an ounce of that. And then I'm gonna put in an ounce of lemon cordial, lemon concentrate. Just to cut it a little bit. Yeah, that'll cut it. So an ounce of this. Cool. Put that there. Okay. Gonna put a couple ice cubes in my glass, in my shaker here. And then I'll put the other 2 ice cubes I have here into my glass. Okay, well, get them out, that'd be great. Oh, it smells so good. Okay, pour this in here. And top this off with elderflower tonic. Put that much. Yum, that's good. That's good. I can taste the fig from the gin. I can taste the botanicals from the gin. The blueberries and the ginger are very much like an aftertaste sort of flavor. And the like bitterness of the elderflower and sharpness of the lemon like pair really well with the fig. This is very good. Yeah. Yeah, this shit's good. I need to get through all of this syrup so I can try another, make me another soda. And I'm gonna actually change up how I make the the flavor base, and how I add the sugar, because I think if I change that up, it'll probably be okay. I think it's just the way I made the base liquid. But my ginger bug has been doing great. Like, I haven't fed her in like weeks. And she is like bubbling away. You can't really see because I can't tip it like that much, but like you can see. Do you see out around that edge there, all those bubbles? It smells yeasty and gingery. Like, I haven't fed her in weeks and she's just doing fine. She's starting to slow down a little bit though, so I will add sugar and ginger. Probably tomorrow I'll go and get some ginger and add more ginger to this tomorrow and sugar. But like, she has not needed to be touched in like ages, and I'm a little alarmed by that. Like, I'm shocked, but once she got going, like she got going. So I'm just gonna add some more ginger tomorrow and some more sugar, and she should be fine. So I'll do that tomorrow morning. Yeah, so I'm gonna clean all this up, And probably sit in my room and play video games and go to sleep. Should I be drinking alcohol while having antidepressants? Well, okay, I looked this up because I didn't want to like accidentally hurt myself. The antidepressant I'm on isn't like affected by alcohol. The only difference is that it might make me sleepier. The problem is that alcohol already makes me sleepy, which is why I only drink in the evening. I'm not the type of person who would go to like a brunch, like a bottomless mimosa kind of like brunch, or like a huge Bloody Mary kind of like brunch, because it will make me fall asleep. Alcohol makes me sleepy. So I don't really feel any difference because alcohol already made me sleepy. So, you know, it is what it is. I think it would be more noticeable if I was going out drinking more. But I go out drinking with friends. I don't ever go out drinking alone. So I think even if my like meds did start affecting that in that way, it would be fine, because someone would get me home, or help me get home, if my meds really did affect me that way. But they don't, thankfully. The only one thing I won't drink after having is Valium. I won't drink for a solid day after having a Valium, because that one actually can have some more effects than just, it makes you a little sleepy. Valium can actually like put you in a coma. Sertraline does not put you in a coma, it just makes you a little bit more sleepy. But Valium certainly does, so I don't drink after having Valium. If I've already been drinking and I've had to take a Valium, then I kind of just hope and pray, or like I won't sleep until I've sobered up. But like that's the only like medication that I have that I won't drink after taking. But thankfully it's an emergency med, so this has never like happened where I've like, it's been a problem, thankfully. So, but yeah, like part of being chronically ill and disabled and having like, and you know, being mentally ill as well, is like, I have to consider, is this safe for me? Is this like thing that I like doing? I like mixing drinks. I like being a mixologist. My friends come over and I make drinks. You know, I do cocktail nights. Is that dangerous for me now? Thankfully, it's not. But I do check every time I get a new medication. Hey, is this hobby of mine gonna kill me? Because it's like, and I'm not even talking about like drinking. I'm talking about like making drinks. I'm talking about like cocktail making. Is this going to kill me? No, thankfully, but it is something that I have considered. Because I am pretty open about the fact that I take a lot of meds, various meds for various things. None of them thankfully interact with alcohol in any way. It's so funny because everyone's like, oh, do you have this issue with, one thing that is like people with like, the doctors sometimes have concerns about is, oh, do you have issues with NSAIDs and anti-inflammatories, like ibuprofen, because I am asthmatic. And as with asthma, you can actually have a really bad negative effect reaction to those medications. I don't, because mine is not actually to do with is not to do with the structure of the lungs, it's to do with the development. If my lungs didn't develop properly. So it's a whole different kettle of fish. And so we end up in a situation where I don't actually react badly to things like Sudafed, or things like ibuprofen, because that's not why I'm asthmatic. I'm not asthmatic because my lung structure is wrong. I'm asthmatic because my lungs developed out of utero. Like, I was born way too early. And like 3 months early, and so that's why I have asthma. It's not, because this is not a heritage, and something that is like I inherited from anyone. I'm the only one in my family who's asthmatic, so it's not a heritage thing, you know, because it's not, you know, it's not something that is structural that I can inherit. It's to do with the development. So no, I don't have reactions to certain things because it's not like,
because how I get these problems is not necessarily typical. Which is always an interesting conversation with my doctors, being like, with my doctors, being like, like, you have asthma and you take Sudafed? And I'm like, yeah, it doesn't do anything. And they're like, you're not supposed to do that. It generally has an effect. And I'm like, yeah, it doesn't have an effect on me. I've been taking Sudafed my whole life. It doesn't do anything to my lungs. And I'm like, what? And I'm like, yeah, because my lungs are not asthmatic because the structure was wrong. I'm asthmatic because they developed after I was born. I'm asthmatic because they're small as fuck. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Which always ends up being a very weird conversation with a doctor who doesn't know my medical history yet. Where they're like, what? What do you mean you have all these things? And I'm like, dude, do you not know how comorbidities work? I hate to break it to you, but this is kind of normal. Kind of to be expected. But yeah, like, every time I, like, try a new med, I'm like, okay, is this going to be impacted by my other meds? Is this going to, like, there's one benefit to having 24/7 heart palpitations, and it is the fact that when my GP was like, oh, by the way, sertraline, when combined with the medication that we use to slow the bleeding of your period, because it is so heavy that you could actually become anemic, like severely anemic. Yeah, you could get heart palpitations, or not heart palpitations. You could get a murmur. You could get a heart murmur. You could get arrhythmia. A temporary, only for as long as you take it. But like, you could get a temporary heart murmur. And I was like, oh, cool. Thankfully, I have arrhythmia monitors on because I wear a medical ring, and my Apple Watch also has one. But what do you mean? And she was like, oh yeah, this is kind of something that can happen. I don't think it'll happen, but I'm legally required to tell you, and with you having like a nervous system problem anyway. And I was like, well, thank God I have 24/7 heart palpitations and can constantly feel my own heartbeat, because I will in fact know. But like, medical shit, man, it's so weird being like, is this medication gonna give me heart palpitation, give me arrhythmia? Is it gonna give me a heart murmur? What do you mean it's gonna give me a murmur? What do you mean? What do you mean? It didn't, by the way. Thank God. I'd be very upset if it did. Just keeping that empty bottle up there so I can reuse it later. I'll probably use it as a cosplay prop, actually. That'd be really funny. Oh, it would be such a good prop for Albedo. If I take the labels off and make new ones. Okay, sorry. I'm having thoughts. I'm editing my Albedo photos today. I might double post. It's so dark. But I might double post, and I might post my Albedo photos tonight as well. I don't know. I haven't decided yet, but that was the sound of my bag of cans that I need to take to Centra and get money back for, so I can buy more Red Bull. But yeah, I'm gonna chill out for the rest of the night, I think. Yeah, chill out for the rest of the night. Okay. If I do anything else interesting, I will come back. But for now, I'm gonna drink my cocktail. I'm going to take my meds, and I will eat dinner at some point. I haven't been super hungry lately, which has been very weird. Like, I've been hungry, but not. I've been hungry. I've also not had the energy to eat a meal. It's a very weird thing where I'm like, I'm hungry. I need to eat food. Oh, by the way, in order to eat food, you need to have the energy to make food or heat up food. Yeah, you don't have that. What do you mean I don't have that? What do you mean I don't have the energy to make food? I have food in the fridge. I just need to heat it up. What do you mean? What do you mean? It's so annoying. So annoying. Whatever. I'm gonna chill out now, though. And I will see you guys in the morning. Bye. It is pissing down outside. It just started raining like crazy all of a sudden. Like crazy, crazy. It's so bad. It's so bad. It's gonna be done by like midnight. But also, why is it raining so much? Oh god. I hope it's done by midnight. It's dry in the morning. Knowing this area of town, it'll be raining until 5 a.m. Yay! Morning. I'm making chocolate chip pancakes because I didn't want to just eat bread, and I have all the ingredients for pancakes. So, pancakes. I still need to film a video today, a YouTube video. I don't know what to film is the problem, and it's making me kind of a little crazy. So, that's fun. I need to figure something out there, but regardless, got that to do, and then it's gonna be like 11 by the time I'm done eating, so I'll have like an hour to film, hour and a half, probably, before me and T-Rock do our crafting hour, our crafting afternoon. So that's nerve-wracking. I'm just very, like, I don't like not knowing what to film, right? Because, like, I enjoy filming. So not knowing what to film, like, is really, like, stressful for me and frustrating to me. So, I don't know. I'll figure it out, but I am a bit stressed about it. Whatever. I'll figure it out. Anyway, we're gonna let these pancakes cook. Make the rest of them. Make a cup of coffee. Another iced coffee, I think, is in the cards for me. But yeah, I'm just gonna let this pancake fry in butter. The butter is browned at this point, so it's actually gonna be really nice and tasty and browned, which is gonna be very nice. Anyway, I'm gonna finish cooking, make a cup of coffee. I'll show you guys the pancakes when they're done, don't worry. Wow, they're pancakes with chocolate chips. Yummy, exciting, and cup of coffee. I'm very excited to have breakfast, guys. And then I will, I don't know, film something. I don't know what I'm filming today. I'm really, like, worked up about this, about the fact that I don't know what to film. So that's fine, dandy. I'll film something today, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Right? I figured out my video for today. Yay, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I actually have a video for today. So I'm gonna film that real quick. And then I'm gonna do my crafting hour with T-Rock, which will be very fun. Yeah, so I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna film, and I will come back to you guys later. So I filmed the first half of my video today for next week. I needed a break from filming, so I'm gonna sewing machine with T-Rock for a little bit. I'm really tired. I might need to take a nap. I had a full 8 hours of sleep, but I still might need to take a nap. So I might not work for too long. I might take a nap, but you know, whatever. It is what it is. It is what it is. So I just got off the phone with D-Rock. I've cut out all the fabric for my cosplay. The pattern is perfect, which is phenomenal. However, I am very tired now. So I am going to cut myself a slice of the olive oil cake, and I'm going to play some video games and have a lie down. I am so tired. There is something about being on the floor that just drains me of all vitality. So, we'll not be doing that for a while. I like having cake in the house. Next, I'm gonna make you a lemon pound cake with poppy seeds. Oh yeah, that's good. Okay. Yeah, that was good. I'm gonna make myself a cup of tea, I think, as well. Just chill out for a little while. Because, like, being on the floor to cut fabric is just absolute murder on my body. So, you know, everything else I'll do today will be on the computer to some degree or another. I might edit photos today or something. I don't know. Because I have a lot of photos. I need to post my albedo photos from IGM. But I have a lot of photos from a lot of shoots that I need to edit. So, that's something that I should do. Anyway, I'm going to clean up all my fabric, make a cup of tea, and I'll see y'all when I'm back in my room. I forgot I had to film the end of my video for Wednesday. I'm not super happy with it. Editing me is gonna have to go in and like insert a bunch of clips because I know that I did not articulate myself as well as I wanted to. So that'll be for me to deal with in post. But yeah, I'm gonna finish darning this sock. I actually need to darn both socks. Both socks are fucked. In the toe. So I'm gonna darn those and I'm gonna play video games. I'm so tired. Oh my god. I'm so sleepy. So McSleepy. So I'm gonna play video games. Maybe take a nap? I don't know. I need to chill. I'm very tired. I'm very, very fatigued. So I'm gonna chill for a bit. Yeah. If I do anything interesting, I'll show you guys the sock when it's done. The socks when they're done. I will. I'll do that. Yeah. So in the meantime, I will see you in a bit. I finished darning the first sock. Took it off the embroidery hoop. Look at that. Nice little fixed up toe. The other sock also has a tear in the toe, I think it is. Let me check. Yeah, come here. Okay, can you disconnect from the fucking... Alright, there we go. Okay. This one also has a hole in it. Where did it have a hole? I remembered seeing it and being like, oh, I'll have to fix that one too. Did it? I swear it did. I remembered thinking I would have to do this to both. Hang on. Let's go there. Ah, yes. Also in the toe. Right there. Almost in exactly the same spot. So I'm going to put this on the hoop. Put this on the hoop. This is how I darn socks, by the way. I put them on embroidered hoops because it makes it a lot easier. I don't have a sock loom. And I also think that that's a tool that I don't currently need. Considering that I can just put these on embroidery hoops and embroider them on embroidery hoops. But this lets me stretch the fabric out really nicely so that when I do darn it, it's all like neat and nicely stretched and like flat, especially because like with toes and heels, which is usually where you end up with like snags like this, pulling it flat like this actually lets you shape the darn to the toe, which is why you can see the toe on the sock that I've already darned actually folds at the toe. This isn't stretched flat, which is very helpful. So this will now, I will now fix this hole here. And then these socks will be fully fixed. I prefer to do this because I am really like, I'm one of those people who's autistic about my socks. And so repairing my socks is far more advantageous to me than figuring out where I can get socks that are the right socks, you know? So, you know, I tend to fix my socks unless they're like actively falling apart and like completely thinned out. And even if they're wool and like nice socks, I will entirely like replace the bottom. There's a sock that I have that is super thinned out on the bottom, like in this section here. I am genuinely going to duplicate stitch the entire thing because I like those socks a lot. They're really warm, they're really comfortable. They don't give me any sensory problems, so I am genuinely going to replace the entire bottom of that entire bottom panel. So that's like, yeah. So for me, yeah, I just fix things. I like fixing things. Fixing things is fun. Yeah, I like it. It's a lot of fun. I could do Swiss darning, but I'd have to get like actual thread for that, and I'm not about that. I would do Swiss darning on something with a bigger gauge. Not something like this. No way. No way, Jose. No. I'm not crazy. But yeah, I'm gonna darn this second sock. Actually, I might set you guys up so that you guys can watch me do it. And then I'm gonna chill out and play video games. As I was drowning that sock, sorry, I just shoved a piece of chocolate orange in my mouth. As I was drowning that sock, I realized I may be getting a migraine. Please, God. Please. I've got to talk to my GP and be like, hey, can we get me to see a neurologist maybe next? But yeah, I'm starting to get that like pressure behind my eyes. And like the neck soreness. I was yawning a lot earlier, so who knows? If my hands start going limp, I'll really know. I mean, I just almost dropped my phone there. Like, when I went like that, the first time, I almost dropped my phone. So, you know. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So I'm just gonna play video games. Play woo-wah. And pray to God I'm not getting a migraine. Please. Please. Good morning. I'm reheating some of the pancakes from yesterday. I have a cup of tea. That is way too hot. Oh my God. I'm okay. Anyway, scalded tongue aside. Gonna have leftover pancakes for breakfast. I'm gonna take a shower because my hair is well overdue a wash. And then I think in order to get out for the day, I'm gonna go to the Arboretum in the afternoon for lunch, and read and stuff, hang out. So I'll bring you guys with me for that. I haven't had a sandwich at the Arboretum in like a couple weeks, and I miss the Arboretum. So we're gonna do a sandwich at the Arboretum for lunch. So so I'm gonna eat these pancakes that I'm microwaving here, and then take a shower, and then head out. Because I'll probably have a cup of coffee before I eat. Or these won't keep me very full for very long is the thing. So, you know, by the time I shower and get around and everything like that, I'll probably be up for eating again. So. So, I'm back from the Arboretum. While I was, it was raining when the cafe closed, so I ended up in the fantasy section and read a whole volume of Witch Hat Atelier, while I was there, which is very me, I think. And then while I was there, obviously you saw me reading How to Solve a Crime. I read 84 pages, which is 9 chapters. I'm enjoying this a lot. It goes over various types of forensics, how you use them to solve cases, all that kind of stuff. But I don't know how much I've sped up the footage from the B-roll, but you might have noticed that I ended up covering my eyes at one point. I have a horrible migraine all of a sudden, so I'd forgotten everything. Also, my hair looks so nice, doesn't it? It dried really nicely. I got a Red Bull, and I have a thermos of tea. So, hopefully this will help my head, but I can't wear my glasses right now because the pressure from the pads, makes me nauseous when I have a migraine like this, and I feel terrible. Genuinely, I feel awful. My vision feels like it's gonna, disappear into the void. So, that's fun, but I'm just gonna chill out for a bit. Might read some more. But for now, I'm just gonna try to, not throw up from head pain. Yeah. I've taken off my earrings and everything because the weight of them was really overstimulating me. Necklace isn't bothering me. My bracelet was bothering me, but that's because it's heavy. So I've taken that off. Watch didn't even bother me, but just my earrings and my bracelet bothered me, so. Yeah, I don't feel good, guys. I feel really, really bad. I can hardly see well enough to film. My vision is very bad right now. Everything's kind of staticky. And that's assuming I can keep my eyes open, because even the brightness of my phone screen is a little too much. That's why I'm facing away from the window, right? Because the window is too much. But if I make it completely dark in here, I will feel claustrophobic. That's fun. But yeah, I'm gonna lie down. Watch some YouTube. Play some video games if I have the wherewithal for it, if the screen doesn't bother me. Because sometimes screens don't bother me. Sometimes they do. It really depends. I think it's just because my phone screen is so close to my face. So I think that my monitor across the room will be okay. I'm hoping. Because I'd like to not just lay here doing nothing. But I won't be able to read because I will be I'm functionally illiterate when I'm like this. I'm functionally unable to read. Because this makes my dyslexia worse. A lot worse. I just can't read. I genuinely become almost illiterate when I have a migraine, which is terrible because all I want to do when I have a migraine is read. But no, I can't read because I cannot fucking see. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna lie down. I'll come back to you guys later. Hopefully with no pain. Bye-bye. Yeah, so I do have a migraine. I texted my mom to complain about it and everything. Because this is the worst migraine I've ever had. I've got pain here in my jaw on both sides. Constant sinus drainage. Just pain behind my eyes. The fuzzy vision. Saliva pooling in my mouth. I'm... Obviously, I've got this, halfway over my face. Mostly over this eye because of the fact that, this eye is the one that's getting most of the light from the window over here. Right? This is the eye that gets most of that light. So I'm covering this eye. I just feel bad. This is a bad one. Thankfully, I don't have any auditory sensitivities yet, which is good, because that, I think, would put me out for the count. I do think I have a psychosomatic fever, because I feel really fucking warm. Which doesn't surprise me. I am prone to psychosomatic fevers. But yeah, I'm really, really warm. But I'm also like freezing cold, obviously, by the fact that I'm like surrounded by blankets. I'm in sweatpants. I'm still in my cardigan. Like I'm cold, but also my skin is hot, 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 hot to the touch. So I really do think I've got a psychosomatic fever, which, you know, to be expected. I feel like shit. Blech. It's been a couple hours since my last update. Still feel like shit. But I can sit up now. It's dark enough now outside that I'm not, like, immediately nauseated by the light. God, I still think it's crazy that I went and complained to my mom, because that's how bad it was. Like, I don't go whining to my parents about, like, my chronic illnesses very much. Because usually I can deal with it, you know? I'll tell them if they ask, you know, but I don't normally just go complain to my parents. It fucking hurts. Man, I'm about to cry and that's gonna make it worse. Yeah, my head fucking hurts. My sinuses are all blocked up too, so there's also a pressure headache here as well, and then there's the behind the eyes, and I'm still nauseous, and I'm still swallowing down a ton of saliva because my body's still producing all that saliva in my mouth to tell me that I'm nauseous. And the base of my neck here, where it connects to my skull, is screaming in pain. Like, I cannot. Like, it feels like something should be popping or cracking, but there's nothing to pop or crack. It just hurts. It hurts so bad. And normally I'm okay. Normally I can handle it. Today's just bad. Today's just bad. Today's just bad. I'm gonna go lay down again. Go lay down. Like, fully horizontally, not this, like, half tilted position. I don't know, I just wanted to show kind of the reality of this, because it would be really easy for me to just not pick up the camera and not be like, yeah, so pain sucks. Like, I am disabled, I'm chronically ill. This is unfortunate. Like, I don't know why I have migraines. I don't know what causes this. This isn't something that I've been treated for yet, you know? This is because the POTS and the EDS was so much more, like, forefront of my mind, like, because it's really easy to be like, okay, mom has migraines, mom has PCOS. I can kind of shove those off because I kind of know that those are going to be there. The POTS and the Ehlers-Danlos are things that are not part of, like, my mom's medical history, right? The insulin resistance is, which I haven't a confirmation of insulin resistance, but it wouldn't shock me if I had one, because that runs on both sides. But, like, you know, there's things, like, in my parents' medical history that I'm like, okay, I can kind of shove those off because I know what those are. But things like nervous system dysautonomia, like my POTS, things like my Ehlers-Danlos, I can't shove those off. Those are novel for the family line, you know, as far as we're aware. So I'm like, I need to be able to know what's going on with those, so I've shoved off things like seeking gynecological care. I mean, it's harder to get gynecological care before you're 25 here. So at this point, I'm just kind of waiting unless I like have a cyst explode or something. In which case, cool, I'll get sent to a gyno, but a cyst hasn't exploded, so we're okay. But, like, I'm just so... Ugh. Ugh. Like, it's just, I don't know how to explain it. It's like the things that I know were going to pop up in my medical history because of my parents, I've sort of ignored. And at least with the migraines, I don't think I can ignore them anymore. I'm gonna have to talk to my GP about them. Because, oh my god. They're getting worse and worse and worse. I'm having them more often. I'm feeling sicker and sicker during them. I'm worried that I'm gonna get one without being able to get home. At that point, I'm a liability to myself. At that point, I'm in danger. Like, I could get hurt. Yeah. Just gonna lay down. Just gonna lay down. I hope this is gone by morning. I really do. Yeah, I'm gonna lie down. Hopefully I'll feel a bit better in another hour or two. I don't think so, but hopefully I'll be able to get up and eat something, because none of my meds require me to eat before them. But when I've got a migraine like this, I'd prefer to eat before I take them. Usually I eat before my meds. But like, I don't specifically think I need to eat before my meds usually, because none of my meds are hard on my stomach. But I am worried, with me already being nauseous, that I need to eat before I take my meds. I'm hoping another hour I'll be able to eat something. Just to feel good. Because I'm also fucking starving. But I just feel too nauseous to eat right now. So, we'll see. We'll see. Hello. I still feel like shit. I slept for a couple hours. I still feel terrible. And it's technically past midnight, so I gotta sign off on this so I can edit this together tomorrow and post it if I feel okay. I did take my last migraine tablet, so I'm gonna get Dylan to bring me more tomorrow. But I'll take it. I take it now because they make me really fucking sleepy and like really woozy. And since I'm about to go to sleep for real, that's fine, right? Anyway, I still feel awful. My head is pounding. My eyes hurt. My jaw hurts. My neck hurts. Like, I haven't had this bad of a migraine in ever. I don't remember having a migraine this bad ever. If it lasts into tomorrow, like, past noon 1, I might call a medical provider, because, oh shit, man. I feel terrible. And mine usually don't last overnight, so if it's still there in the morning and it lasts until like noon tomorrow, that's not good. And I'll call a medical provider tomorrow, but you'll have to wait till next week to find out if that happened. That's the thing about these fucking weekly vlogs. Shit happens on Sunday, you don't know what I've done about it until next Monday. Oops. Sorry. Just means you gotta follow me on Instagram so that you can see the live updates of when I go through disasters in life. God. Anyway. I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna drink the rest of my tea and I'm gonna go to bed. Yeah. Just trying to take fluids in. That's now that I'm like having a lot of sinus discharge, which tends to happen when I have a migraine. I don't know why. It just makes my nose just drain. Because when I'm having allergy problems, I get stuffy. My sinuses get blocked. They don't run. My nose doesn't run. Anyway. I'm gonna go to bed now. Pray to God that I can edit stuff in the morning. I'm gonna spend all day tomorrow editing because I need to edit this video. I have so many photos from so many shoots I need to edit. Oh God. Just need to edit. So that'll be so fun for you guys to next week to watch me just editing. Ooh. Anyway, I'm gonna go bed now. Please make sure to like, share, subscribe if you want to see me dying of medical issues more in the future. Follow me on Instagram again for live updates on the dying from medical issues thing. Also just to see what I'm up to. I cook a lot, bake a lot, all that good shit. Yeah. Anyway, see you next week. Ta!